Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar of Cloud Academy. Today we are going to discuss how Cloud Academy can help you track all the certifications using our platform. Today I'm joined by Mario Lama, which is one of my colleagues. Mario and I were both strategic account executives here at Cloud Academy, and today we are going to basically go through, a full demo of the platform. We are going to discuss a little bit more about Cloud Academy, explain some basic concepts about our approach to e-learning and to upskilling talent inside of your organizations. And then also, obviously, we will open, the Q&A for some questions in case you have heavy doubts or you want to ask anything related to the use of the platform. Okay, so I think the first thing that we can say about Cloud Academy is the fact that it's a company that was founded in the US back in 2013 in San Francisco, but this year we started with Mario and I to give the companies in Europe and the EMEA and the APAC region the actual support that this company need and deserve to upskill their talent. So starting from this year, we are expanding in the EMEA market. We have also an office based in Switzerland. At the moment, the company is experiencing a great growth rate. We have at the moment about 180 people, sorry, that work, most of them remotely, but also in the office that I just mentioned. And we are seeing an increase of 78% of revenue compared to last fiscal year. We have individual subscriptions, so it's something that you can, see by yourself going online. You will see there is the possibility to open a personal individual subscription. But today we are going to focus, on the enterprise platform, which is a SaaS model that allows company to create teams and assign, training plans to upskill their employees. We focus on three main core concepts, three main areas. These are cloud, software, and data. And at the moment, we serve around 800 enterprise customers globally. Some of them small, some of them with a huge number of users. So today we are going to see exactly why the companies have chosen Cloud Academy, and specifically focus on this specific use case of the certifications. But you will see that the platform actually caters to other use case, and we also get into details about that. Mario, I don't know if you want to present yourself and take over from here.
Yes, thanks, Max. Hi, everyone. This is Mario Lama from Cloud Academy as well. I'm the strategic account executive, as Max mentioned, and happy to be here and to give you more information about Cloud Academy and what we can do for you and for your IT organization. With these slides, we want to give you more detail about the main feature of Cloud Academy. Think about that Cloud Academy is a software, a SaaS solution that you can use through your browser, through a mobile application, available also for iOS and Android. And all the end user of your company can use Cloud Academy and have access to all the content that we develop in-house in an on-demand approach. Think about that Netflix style. The main feature that we usually speak about when we start speaking about Cloud Academy is the skill assessment that can give you the opportunity to take a look at your skill mapping, a very granular skill mapping, in order to be sure what can be the best training for your company. You can personalize, customize our content. You can upload your own content, also using SCORP file. So we, as Max was saying before, we are now covering the three major areas that are cloud, software, and data, but it's up to you the opportunity to increase the number of the content depending on your needs. We recently launched also another approach. So think about that when you want to involve your people in the IT training, you have three mainly approach: through the skill assessment, through assigned training plan, in case you need to certify some people, or through the job role. The job role is a new approach that we want to update and increase in our platform to give you the opportunity to create customized career path, not only related to the specific technology or to a specific cloud vendor, but thinking to the role that they are at the moment in charge. We launched at the moment the first 5 job role: cloud architect, software engineer, DevOps engineer, machine learning engineer, and data engineer. But we are looking to increase the number of this job role up to 2022 before the end of this year, so before the end of 2021. And during the second part of the fiscal year, so starting from December to May 2022, we want to also offer the opportunity to each enterprise customer to create your career path, your job role, defining the goal, defining the top skills, and also for sure the contents. When we speak about content, think about videos, quizzes, exam, and practical labs. So you have the opportunity to launch real instance on the cloud platform or remote desktop, considering the software part. And it's Cloud Academy software that tests and take a look at the results at every setup that you made during your when you consume labs. All the information collected in the platform can be visible in the management dashboard, and later during the live demo I want to show you more details about what you can do as an admin of your organization. But all the information are collected in the live intelligence dashboard, so you can see a very granular skill profile, take a look at the strength part, the gaps, the analytics, so the consumption of every content, the results of the exam, and for sure all the information collected can be downloaded as a report. And also, if you need, we also offer you the opportunity to take a look at the API, the public API, to integrate Cloud Academy to your own systems. Cloud Academy is not only a software, not only consuming contents, but we want also to help your organization. In fact, every enterprise customer can be assisted by a dedicated customer success manager, and they are in charge to best support you during the onboarding process and during the entire subscription. And we truly believe in the importance of this kind of approach, because we know that our experience, our best practice can help you in your cloud journey, software journey, data journey. Our library, as I mentioned, is completely produced internally, and we are daily updating all the contents. Here on the last part of the slide, you can see the number of the courses that we have at the moment available, but we just confirmed that we want to double the number of these courses before the end of this year. So we are increasing the number of the contents and for sure the quality of it, because we know the importance to follow what you as an enterprise customer, as a customer that use cloud services, software and data, needs to be updated about what you can do with these services. And regarding the certification and that we then speak about here, this is just a recap about the main topic that we are now covering. So think about that cloud. When we speak about cloud, we are now covering AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, and in the next couple of months, we also want to include Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Think about that for the cloud vendor. We are now offering all the courses that can help you to know more about these cloud services, but for sure, all the certification path that can help you to obtain the specific certification of each vendor. From the software part, we are now covering Kubernetes, Docker, Java, Go, MySQL, and the main programming languages that we can find on the market. And the main areas, so our security, networking, databases, and machine learning are studied and offered for the customer, depending on what we are now looking on the market, what is the situation that we see following the main project and the main customer that we have at the moment. As I told you before, we want also to show you during the live demo the certification dashboard. The certification dashboard is the new section through the intelligence dashboard that can give you visibility about what kind of certification do you have at the moment in your organization, the main number, and for sure, most importantly, the expiration date. So it's very important to best organize and assign to each of your IT people the right certification path in order to renew it and to be ready to assign to these people the right project and to follow the business, because we know that, for example, for system integrator management consulting, it's mandatory to participate at specific project with specific certification. So we truly believe in this, in the importance of this part. The certification dashboard, as I said, is one of the intelligence information that you can see on the platform. So we give you the opportunity to take a look at this data. You can create some dashboard report and for sure download this information and integrate this data with other information that you have in your organization. But then when we have the opportunity to show you the live demo, I want to give you more details for sure. Now I want to pass to Max, so he can speak about our approach of Cloud Academy.
Yeah, thank you, Mario. Thank you for that. So I think that Mario made it really clear that what we have built basically is not only courses, but it's a SaaS solution that actually is going to help you move the talent forward inside of your organization. And you can set several KPIs. The certification can be one of those, but also you can set other KPIs like are you deploying solutions in the cloud faster? Are you saving costs? So this is a way for you to measure the results. And we found out that in order to bring results to the companies, in order to actually give deploying training plans that actually turn the needle, that move the needle, we had to come up with a programmatic approach. What you see here are three core concepts that we actually found that are really essential in order for a training program to actually bring results. So the first is assess, the second one is develop, and the third one is validate. So I'm going to go more into details about this. So I think the most important thing about Cloud Academy is that Cloud Academy as a software, it's actually able to map all the skills inside of the organizations. So if you don't know where you're starting from, it's really hard, to understand where you want to go. And so the first thing that we will do, and Mario and I will show you exactly how this works inside of the platform. The first thing that you will do, and we suggest doing anyway, is to run an assessment inside of the organization. Doesn't matter, how big or small the teams are, but through an assessment, you are basically able to get a baseline understanding of the skills inside of your teams, and from there, you are then able to attack those skills gaps and assign the right training plans. So for each individual, you are going to see each single skill profile that is built, from the initial assessment. The assessments are basically quizzes, are exam or small laboratories. In about 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you're basically getting this first picture that is going to get clearer the more the user actually uses the platform and completes, some validations check. The second point, now that you have understanding of these profiles, of the skills profile, is to actually assign training plans. It's to assign content with a due date. Especially for large organizations, it's really useful to have a dashboard where they can see exactly, the teams that are in an upskilling process, understand, the goals, and really put also a due date for them to complete that content or to certify, if we speak about certification. So you're going to be able to manage all that from the admin dashboard that we are going to see later. So you can assign training plans you can also set weekly commitments. There's also an important aspect to underline is the fact that we take good care also of the practical part. So your users are not just going to consume videos and that's it, but we want to make sure that actually they retain the information that they are studying. And one of the way of doing that are, the laboratories. We have several types of laboratories. I'm going to go more details about that. But the hands-on labs, for example, are basically sandbox environments that are guided for the people, to start learning those skills that in the end they are going to use into a production environment. The third part is the content engine. Content engine is basically the possibility for you to upload resources that you have inside of your organization. We know that every organization is different. So you might have, I don't know, maybe a onboarding plan for new hires. So you can, upload some documents, some external resources. You can do that, or you can also actually take our own content and then modify it and customize it according to your needs. So that's also a very important aspect of the platform, which is the customization. And then we come to the third core concept, which is the validation. Again, another aspect that we really are proud of are the lab challenges. We release challenges, I would say, on a weekly basis. We have 1 or 2 new lab challenges, which are basically environments where something is broken and the user has to fix it without any guidance. An important thing about this to know is that you don't have to pay anything extra for this. So the user is going to use AWS or GCP or Azure instances without any extra cost. We give you the credentials for that and they are ready to go. The validation also takes place through the exams, the quizzes, and also the certifications that we're going to see today. Maybe the certifications are not a goal for you, but the actual certification path, the preparation for the certification are still a very valid tool, to study and to solidify some core concept that you can then apply, in a real scenario. And then, as Mario was mentioning before, you're going to have a full understanding of the progress and the full understanding of how people are moving closer to the goals that you set through the dashboard of the analytics and the insights. So you're going to have really a granular understanding of how these people are performing. Now, having said that, I think we are ready to jump straight into the platform. I don't know, Mario, if you wanted to add something or if you wanted to something more about that.
No, I think that's fine, Max.
Okay, thank you. So what you see here is the end user dashboard of this guy. It's called Michael. Michael is the administrator and also the student of Acme Corporation. One thing that if you're not new to Cloud Academy and you have already maybe used the platform as an individual user, you might not recognize this dashboard, which is actually something new that we just revamped this week. So it's a new layout that we introduced this week. And what I think the first thing that it's really important for you to know is the fact that the end user does have not any limitation in what he can study. So the end user can come here, can search through the library, and actually, decide to study whatever he wants when he wants. Also, an important thing is that we have iOS and Android applications that you can download on your mobile device, and you can use basically to study on the go. You can download content, and then the actual your actual profile will update once you go back online. So that's also something important, because we know from the data that we collect that basically people, spend and consume lots of content on the go. So we decided to make this available. Now, as you can see, one of the first things that I see here is the assessment, what I was mentioning before. So this assessment, it's basically been assigned by the organization, and then we will see exactly how you can do that. And once the Michael, in this case, completes this assessment, the actual administrator will see, how Michael has performed, and from there, the administrator can actually assign the right training plans. Today we are talking about certification, so you can see here that we have a section where the end user can upload his certification. From here, you basically have the names of the vendors, and you can select the achievement date and the aspiration date, and this is going to populate in the certification dashboard of the administrator. Now, going back to the end user profile, from here you can see the activity. Here you see again the assessment part, but you can see the training plans that have been also assigned to Michael. And one important thing is the fact that there is a bit of a gamification built inside of the platform. So we know that people like to have a bit of, to measure against each other. So in a way, this is something that motivates people actually to study and to invest some time in these activities. If this is something that generates any friction inside of your company, we can remove that. Just know that this is something that can be removed if this is a problem for you. From here, you have the activity tab with full transparency over the activities of the end user, so you can see exactly all the learning path that this end user has completed. You can see the hands-on labs, and basically you can go here and pick up where you left from here from the training. Another thing that we introduced are the bookmarks. So the bookmarks are basically the possibility, obviously, to save some content. Obviously, the library is huge, but if you need to save a specific piece of content, you can do that. You can also save explanations, and soon we will also release the possibility to actually write down notes inside of your own profile. So this will make the experience a little bit more personal, and there are other things that we are cooking. So just stay tuned, because there are more novelties coming up in the future. Another thing that I think it's important. Let me see here. Let me go to the dashboard. Sorry. Is the end user profile. Again, you see the full transparency over the learning path, the exams, and all the activities that have been completed. You can see again the certification that this user has uploaded during the use of the platform, and also there is the possibility to invite a guest to basically use the platform for 7 days. But I think that the most relevant part is the skill profile. Remember that this skill profile is basically built when the first assessment is completed. You can see here the different platforms, the different domains. You can see again the leaderboard. Michael, or any other users for that matter, can come here and say, okay, I want to see how my competence level is when it comes to AWS. So you can see here he is intermediate, but not only that, he can also actually decide to see how it stacks when it comes to security for AWS, there is another punctuation. And thanks to the gamification here, you will be able to actually turn to the most advanced users inside of the organizations, because you can see a leaderboard. So if Michael, in this case, is really confused about some concept or some laboratory, he can turn to the best talent to ask for some help. Yeah, I think this is basically it when it comes, to the end user profile. And now I'm going to transition to the actual library for you to see how this works. The library, by the way, is public facing, which means that you can go online now and you can search in the search bar for any item that you look for. And there is also, if I remember correctly, a preview of the first course. The courses are instructor-led. All the platform, by the way, is in English, so you're going to see you're going to have the subtitles and also the transcript of the videos. So this is also something that you have to know for people that are not native English speakers. If you have a look at the library, you can see here the 5 job roles that Mario mentioned before. By the end of the year, you will see here about 20 job roles. You can see here the different categories and again the laboratories. I just want to spend 1 minute reiterating what the labs are. We actually have 3 different kinds of laboratories. The hands-on labs are guided, fully guided. The lab challenges are instances where something is broken and the user has to fix it without any guidance. And then you have lab playgrounds where you basically go in, you can try different things with some certain limitations, but it's just a free use of these instances just for you to try things out. You can search, Mario mentioned before about the focus that we have, so obviously cloud technology, but also data and also developing languages. So everything is available here. And before I mention about the content customization, so if you decide or if you need to actually create content or upload content, you are going to have the possibility to have it inside of your own library. It's going to be available just for your organization. And in this case here, you see that this organization created some specific customized XM and some catalog that is going to be here just for the users. Now, since today we are going to speak about certifications, my idea was, for you to see how the experience for the end user is like when it comes to the certification. So I'm picking up probably one of the most popular certification preparation, in this case, the AWS Solution Architect. You can see here that, again, you can send this to your phone. You have a full description of the certification preparation. You are given also, a metric in terms of average duration and also the difficulty. You can save this for later use in your bookmarks. And also, you're going to get at the end of this certification preparation path a certificate of excellence released by Cloud Academy that then you can basically upload and share in LinkedIn. You have the full breakdown of the content from here. You're going to see lots of blue, green, and red. So the blue are basically videos. Green are the laboratories, and then you will see some knowledge check to make sure that you are actually, retaining this information. So let me see, and I transition here to the course. Just for you to see how this works. As I was saying, the videos are instructor-led, so you will see some instructors here. They're always available in case you need, further explanations. You can contact them. You have their the possibility to get in touch with them if you had any questions. By the way, we also have for the companies fast track certification learning path, which include Q&A sessions, for you to actually prepare and get people up to speed for certifications. From here, I just want you to see how the learning path is structured. Every certification preparation exam will always obviously end up with an exam, and this exam follows the guidelines of the vendor. By that, I mean that the number of questions and the time allocated for this exam is the same that you are going to actually see in a real exam. Now I'm going to transition 1 second to the labs, just for you, because I want you to see how this works. So I'm going to try to spin up here the environment. So this is the guided lab. So you see all the description. You can see. I'm going to spin this up. Just give me 1 second. You see, these are are text-based laboratories. So if something changes, if something is updated, for us it's really easy, to change the text, to change the screenshot, and make sure that everything is updated. Actually, updating content is one of our priorities, and then we also publish new content. Some of that content comes from requests from customers, and also we publish content that is hot in the market, that we see that it's going to have a strategic relevance. So that's for the content part. Now I want to just go here and see how this works for you. You're going to be given all the credentials for to access this AWS console. And by the way, this again works for the other vendors like GCP and Azure. So you just copy the credentials that you're given, and then you should be ready to go. Again, this is fully integrated. As you can see, you don't have to put any credit card details. You don't have to set up any machine or anything like that. This is fully integrated. All the laboratories have a check where you go through. This means that we basically bridge the connection between Cloud Academy and the laboratories. So if you complete this laboratory correctly, your personal skill profile will actually increase. If you don't complete it correctly, your personal skill profile will decrease. So this is important because, again, we're not giving you just theoretical knowledge, but also we are making sure that you have the right hours of flight under your belt before you actually you put hands in your in a production environment. Now, just for you to see, I'm going to jump into the exam here and see how this works. So as you remember, all the number of questions and the time that you have available actually mirrors the one that you are going to have in a real world. But we know that in order for you to gain the right knowledge and gain the right skills, you need to repeat the exam several times. You can do that all the times that you want, and our invitation is actually to go through this many times until you have the right score to actually take the exam in the real world. And the administrator, by the way, is going to see when you have the right score, and you're going to see that later in the second part of the demo. So from here, you basically we have a very large pool of questions. You can select one question or several questions in some cases. We have introduced an item theory response, which is scientific term just to say that if you respond correctly to the first 5 questions, the level of the next question or of the next 5 set of questions is going to increase. If you don't respond correctly, you're going to see a decrease in the level of difficulty of the questions. We invite you to skip question if you don't know the answer to. Sometimes we all get lucky, but if you are lucky, then the platform is going to assume that you have actually skills that you still don't master. So I'm going to submit the exam here just for the sake of time, because I want you to see the final result. We know that giving you a score is not enough. Giving you a score wouldn't tell you much about how you perform and about your skills. So what we're doing instead is to give you a full understanding of the skills that were assessed during the exam. If you feel that you are stronger in a particular skill, you can go here and repeat some questions. You can improve your score or jump to training, straight into training. And very important thing, we are going to give you all the answers to all the questions. So you're going to see here the answer to the questions, and also the explanation. If you want to dig deeper into some concepts, don't take our word for it. You can actually, in this case, go for follow this link and read here, and understand a little bit better about this question and why why this answer was given. Yeah, I think this basically sums it up in terms of the end user experience and the certification. And now Mario is going to present to you, the other side of the coin. So you're going to see how this actually populates inside of the administrator dashboard, and then we are going to see, how you can actually monitor and drive engagement inside of the platform. So Mario, unless I forgot something, if there's something that you want to add, I pass the mic to you.
Thanks, Max. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, so here, as Max said, we recently saw the end user experience, but I want to give you now more details about the management dashboard. So think about that you are at the moment the admin of your organization or a team manager. So clicking here, you can see the management dashboard. So here, this is a recap of all the main feature that I was mentioning before. So here, basically, you can manage your entire usage of Cloud Academy. Here on the left side, you can see the main titles, so organization, training, intelligence, and content engine. And then I want to give you more details. Here, for example, is the organization tab. So here you can have the availability to create a team, sub-team, define the right policy internally. Think about that. For example, you can give access to Cloud Academy not only to the end users, so people that need to study and to consume contents, but also, for example, for stakeholders, so people that needs in your organization to take a look at the results, the certification, and basically how is going your Cloud Academy adoption. Here is very simple because this is a recap about the seats available on your account. So here you can add more licenses, and in case you can speak with your customer success manager, your dedicated customer success manager, or contact directly the sales team. Here you can create a team or invite a new user. And here, for example, on the advanced search is very simple to take a look, for example, not only at the team, but also to all the people, all the users that you have internally in your organization. Here, if you have a green light, means that the people are just using the platform. If you see here a yellow light, maybe they received an invitation, but they are pending their confirmation. So maybe you need to speak with them and take a look if they received the right invitation. Basically, here you can replicate your hierarchical organization. So, which means that here we want to give you the availability to replicate your, for example, your business unit, your department, your geographical site. So basically, here it's a mode. It's a mode to simplify you also the adoption of Cloud Academy, the usage of Cloud Academy, and the organization of Cloud Academy in your company. Going down here on training, as I was saying before, here we have the three mainly approach. So through the skill assessment, assign to a specific team or a specific end user a training plan, or involve new hire people, for example, in the job role path, career path. So to involve the people in the right training depending on their roles. Going here on the assessment. So as I said, Max, before, here as an admin, I can assign to a specific team, to a specific end user, an assessment that can test the people through an exam, so a multiple choice question, or a lab challenge. And it's very simple here, because I clicking here on new assessment cycle, I can select what kind of assessment I want to assign. And here is very simple to take a look at the type. So those are all exam, and those are answer labs. And so take a look also and a preview of this specific exam. So you can decide if this kind of exam can fit your needs and assign to the people, to the right people. And when you click here and confirm, you can decide, for example, if you want to select a specific people and or a specific team. And here, for example, I can confirm and review. So it's very simple, the assignation. And here I can take a look, if I come back on the assessment, at the results of one of that will be just completed by the teams. For example, the pre-assessment on Azure, I can take a look here at the results. So it will be fully completed. The score was 52 to 100. And also here, I can take a look at the skills map. So what were the main skills tested during this assessment? So here I can also see what are the gaps. And basically, with the support of our customer success manager, you can define what will be the best training plan for the people that don't have at the moment some specific skills that you need to prepare in the people for example, for a specific project or to prepare them on a specific certification. And going on the training plan, so think about that. You don't need to prepare the people on a specific project, but you need to certify the people on a specific cloud vendor or on a specific technology. So here you can assign directly a new training plan. You can decide to select a certification path directly from the training library. So here, for example, going on certification, you can have visibility about the main certification that we have at the moment, and it's very simple to see and select each of them, because every title has the right name of the title of the certification hexagon. So it's very simple to take a look and assign to your teams. Going back to the training plan assignation is very simple, because as I said, you can simply decide what kind of teams of member needs to receive the certification path, and you can select, for example, the exam preparation Microsoft Azure administrator. So I can select here, and here these are the suggestion that you receive from Cloud Academy, depending on the difficulty of this specific certification path. So we suggest you a weekly commitment for 2 hours and a half, if the due date of March 25 is good for you and your teams. In case you need to test the people before this due date, you can increase the number, and you can see that the due date automatically change. So here, for example, it's very simple also to take a look at the description, the content. So you can see also a preview here of the contents. So basically, as Max was showing before for the AWS certification, also here you can see the difficulty, the average duration, and what kind of contents you have internally on this path. So here at the end, I can assign and take a look at how is going then the consumption of this specific certification path. Last part of the training is the job role. So as I said during the when I show you the first slides, we since the beginning of September, so 2 months ago, we launched this new approach named job role. So basically here we want to offer for you and for your company the opportunity to involve the people, new hire people, junior people in a specific career path sorted by their job role. So we launched these new first 5 job roles: cloud architect, data engineer, DevOps, machine learning, and software engineer. And basically here you can see different career path depending on the seniority level. So for junior people, intermediate, advanced, or sorted by the cloud vendor. You can take a look here also to a preview of this specific career path, so the description, what kind of top skills can be studied, tested, and performed, but also for sure the structure of this career path. So you can see here that we have a pre-test, videos, labs, and at the end, and final exam that want to test if you collected the right instruction. Basically, as I said, you can have visibility about the consumption, about the skills profile, about reports, and here we want to give you a visibility about all the information collected by your teams in Cloud Academy. We have here the certification dashboard, the skill profiles, the analytics, and the reports. Going, for example, here on the skill profiles, you can see all the tech skills assessed and what kind of level you have in your organization. Here you can sort all this information by company, by teams, and for sure also selecting for a specific end user. And you can see here that the information will automatically change, but for sure we are not thinking about only to give you visibility about the platform, about the software, about data. No, we want to give you a granular visibility about a specific domain for every specific cloud vendor. So for example, here I can see what kind of level in terms of artificial intelligence for AWS. So it's very granular, this kind of information. And also here, for example, changing, you can see that all the information will automatically change. The analytics part also here can give you visibility about the consumption. So you can have visibility about how many times your end users spend on Cloud Academy, how many activities they started, how many activities they completed, and for sure, thinking about the certification, I can take a look at the results of the final exam of the certification path. So for me, it's important to have this kind of information in order to assign to each of them the opportunity to go, for example, on person view and test themselves and obtain this certification. So basically here, I can have visibility if the people are ready or not to be tested and to obtain the certification. Finally, here, the reports can give you all this information through a CSV or Excel file. So mainly you can have visibility about all the data collected on the platform usage, skill reports, the content reports, and you can download this information in a CSV file or Excel file to manage this data or integrate this information with other data that you have in your organization. Finally, I want to give you also visibility about the certification dashboard. I go there because I want to give you some data, now some information, and this is the certification dashboard that can give you visibility about how many active certification I have at the moment, what kind of vendor, and basically here I have visibility about also of the expiration date. So it's a right information to give me visibility about I can best organize for the future, for renew it in the best mode, the specific certification. And for sure, if I need to select the people to involve in a specific project, here I have visibility about what are the best people that I can involve on them. Finally, I want to show, and I want to see here the content engine. So as Max said, the content engine is basically the feature that we offer to the enterprise customer of Cloud Academy to customize each content that we are now offering in our training library, or for sure to upload your own contents. So in case you decide, for example, to use Cloud Academy not only with our training library, with our contents, you can use it also creating, for example, onboarding processes or onboarding training. So uploading and increasing the number of the contents using your specific resources, your specific documentation. And basically here you can create, for example, or modify question. So I can go there, clicking on here on create, and I can decide to clone our content or to upload from scratch a specific content. So basically here I have fully visibility about the structure of each Cloud Academy contents and decide if this kind of content is good or not for my needs. Yeah, I think that from my side is basically everything that I want to give you about the mainly feature of the Cloud Academy dashboard. And for sure, if you are an admin of your organization or if you are a team manager internally in a specific sub-team. What we basically suggest is to go in on our site, cloudacademy.com, and start a free trial version of Cloud Academy for Business, and for sure to contact us if you have any specific question or concern about the main feature, about the platform in general. Now we have, I think, 5 or 6 minutes before the end of this webinar. So is there some people that want to ask us some question? If you have any, if you are curious about something, we are here, me and Max, to reply.
Yeah, I see a question here. It's about the return on investment. So I think the best way, Mario, to answer that is if we go into the intelligence dashboard. You see, we go, where the skills profile, exactly, in skill profile. So this graph here that you see, the skill growth rate, is basically that's the return on investment. Because if you're starting, using Cloud Academy today, you will see, 12 months down the line, the profiles going up. And actually, then you can set your own KPIs. What I mean by that is that, after you have upskilled your organization or some teams, you want to find out the impact of this skills growth. So something that you could do would be, for example, try to understand if you are deploying solutions in the cloud faster, if you're saving costs, if you actually, see that you're, I don't know, getting more clients because maybe you are managing consulting companies, you have these certifications, and you are winning more projects. So I think this is the best way to talk about return on investment, and also it's a nice dashboard if you're meeting with senior managers that want to actually understand a bit more about that. And one thing that you have to know is that the intelligence part is actually free. in the sense that we can give you free licenses for the people to access this. It's basically licenses without content access that you can share with HR, you can share it with other stakeholders inside of the company, so they can come here, see how the skills are increasing, and also they can download reports. So I think this was the only question I see here. Mario, I don't know if you wanted to add something, or we can just stop here.
No, that's fine, Max. From my side, as you say, yes, and as I said before, we suggest to all the participants to go through our website, cloudacademy.com. If you want to start a free trial version of Cloud Academy, feel free to register. Basically you need to use your email address, and you can have the availability to use Cloud Academy for free for 14 days. Adding up to 5 users, so you can have the ability to test all the feature of Cloud Academy for Business, so our enterprise version, and also, and for sure, to consume some contents. So basically is the same version that we usually sell, so like an active subscription. So this is my suggestion, and for sure, if you have any question, you can contact us. Our email address is very simple, is name.surname@cloudacademy.com, and we are very happy to reply to all your questions.
Okay, thank you, Mario. Thanks everybody for being here today. We're going to have also the record of this session available soon, and I'm going to share it with you. But again, if you have any questions, contact us either on LinkedIn or write an email, and we move the conversation forward. And so that's it. Thank you again, and we see you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye bye.